Hey, I wanted to get a thought out real quick. This is really simplistic and it's meant to be, but it's a thought exercise. All right. So I asked my wife and people if you could just spend 5 minutes in heaven and come back and know the whole point of life, everything like that, step back, go to heaven and come back, would you live your life differently? And of course you would. I mean, you would know everything. You'd know the point of everything. You'd have your eyes fully open. So a good way to think, a good way, but a way to think of it is, imagine if we're all at a party and the host of the party is like, all right, I got a game. Here it is. Here's a big bucket. You got to stick your head under the water. When you do, it's going to feel like you're in this life right now, what we're going through. But you have to find out that you love the host by the time you get out of the water, by the time we pull you up. So you do it. Now imagine, go back to that 5 minutes to heaven. Imagine you're pulled up really quickly. You get pulled up from the water and you're like, oh man, that was crazy. That was insane. What is that? Oh my gosh, this is real. That felt so real. That's crazy. And then you go back. They're like, you got to go back. And you're like, I don't want to go back though, but you have to. So you go back into the water, put your head underwater, but you keep all the knowledge. So you're like, oh, wow, I know exactly what the point is. And you start looking at things with more intent. You look at flowers, you look at landscapes, you look at mountains and stuff. You're like, how did someone create this? I can't believe they created this. It's crazy. You experience things more. If your arm fell off, you'd be like, that's annoying. I have to spend the rest of the time here without an arm. That's annoying. But you know what's going on. Now, that's not heaven. I'm just saying, I'm just doing it for a thought exercise, like unplugging from the matrix and kind of seeing everything for what it is. So when you get to that point and you're a true Christian, you realize that you have to fully trust God. And by doing that, that's by saying, okay, I can't see it, but I know the point and I've found it. And I know that this life is nothing and it doesn't compare to the glory that's going to be, received and revealed to us after we slumber. Thanks. That's all. God bless.